Senator Cornyn.
I'd like to go to the video, please.
Committee will please come to order. Judge, it's a tough day and tough night for you, I know. Let me ask, do you have anything you'd like to say before we begin? I understand that your preference is, which is totally and completely understandable, that we go 1 hour tonight, 30 minutes on each side. Am I correct in that?
That's right.
Do you have anything you'd like to say?
Senator, I would like to start by saying unequivocally, uncategorically, that I deny each and every single allegation against me today that suggested in any way that I had conversations of a sexual nature or about pornographic material with Anita Hill, that I ever attempted to date her, that I ever had any personal sexual interest in her, or that I in any way ever harassed her. A second, and I think more important point, I think that this today is a travesty. I think that it is disgusting. I think that this hearing should never occur in America. This is a case in which this sleaze, this dirt, was searched for by staffers of members of this committee, was then leaked to the media, and this committee and this body validated it and displayed it at prime time over our entire nation. How would any member on this committee, any person in this room, or any person in this country would like sleaze said about him or her in this fashion, or this dirt dredged up, and this gossip and these lies displayed in this manner? How would any person like it? The Supreme Court is not worth it. No job is worth it. I'm not here for that. I'm here for my name, my family, my life, and my integrity. I think something is dreadfully wrong with this country when any person in this free country would be subjected to this. This is not a closed room. There was an FBI investigation. This is not an opportunity to talk about difficult matters privately or in a closed environment. This is a circus. It's a national disgrace. And from my standpoint, as a black American, as far as I'm concerned, it is a high-tech lynching.
Senator
That was 32 years ago. And I'm reminded as I get older that not everybody's had the same experience or memories that I have. That was one of the searing memories that I've had about Supreme Court confirmation hearings, and I think provides an important context for today's hearing. The truth is that, as Senator Kennedy said, starting perhaps with the Bork nomination, that members of the United States Supreme Court, when they've been nominated for the job, have been subjected to relentless campaigns of harassment and intimidation, which, as Justice Alito recently pointed out, can lead not just to intemperate attacks like the Senate Majority Leader made against Senator Gorsuch and Judge Gorsuch and Judge Kavanaugh by name back in 2020. It could lead unstable individuals to decide that they are going to conduct an assassination of these members of the Supreme Court. So things have gotten terribly out of hand. Judge McCasey, you and Mr. Dupree both talked about the separation of powers. I looked back at the rules of the United States Senate, our ethics rules by which we are governed, and they are rules that are set by the Senate itself. How do you think the Senate would react if the United States Supreme Court said, we don't like the ethics code of senators or members of the House of Representatives? Would the same principle of separation of powers and co-equal branches of government apply in that circumstance?
Yes, of course it would, Senator. This body sets the rules for its conduct, and the same way that the court sets the rules for its conduct, and the executive, in the person of the president and the vice president, set the rules for theirs. That's not to say that laws of general application don't apply. Of course they apply. But when you're talking about the particular rules relating to a particular branch of government, those are set by that branch of government.
Mr. Dupree?
I agree with Judge Mukasey, and I would add, Senator, in response to your question about the importance of the separation of powers, I think it's important to underscore that the separation of powers is not some sort of academic concept that was invented by law professors. This is a concept that is structurally baked into our Constitution, and the framers viewed as absolutely crucial to preserving not just the independence of each branch and ensuring that the judiciary could act independently, but also to preserve freedom and individual liberty. And so the things we're discussing today obviously have practical consequence in terms of granular information about data and disclosure and the like, but at the end of the day, what's really on the table is a concept that is absolutely fundamental to our constitutional structure and must be preserved.
I think Justice Scalia pointed out, among others,
Senator's
that
time has expired minutes ago.